Hi there, my name's Rob Russell. I'm a security specialist here at Rackspace. In this webinar, we're going to be talking about monitoring, detection and remediation. Traditionally, organisations would put extra emphasis on protection. The role of cybersecurity is dynamic by nature, especially when it comes to the cloud. Nowadays, the best posture an organisation can have is to assume compromise. Monitoring and detection capabilities are vital for organisations to focus on. This means analysts can go out within your environment and look for signs of suspicious activity, not necessarily just threats. Analysts, meaning people and human enrichment, eyes on glass, will pick up on threats that technology might not. Technology will only pick up on threats that it's seen before. We call these signature-based threats. Analysts, well-trained analysts, will know signs of compromise, signs of detection, signs of malicious activity or maybe even suspicious activity. At Rackspace Managed Security, we have analysts scan our customers' environments every 24 hours for suspicious activity. Things like an escalation of privileges. That could be a bad actor looking to escalate his privileges to access data that might be of value to him or of value to your organisation. It can be in the form of compression tools, looking to compress data, looking to exfiltrate that data out of a customer's environment. Data breaches regularly make headline news. Most recently, we've seen two classic examples of this in a credit reference agency and a high street retailer. In both of these cases, cyber criminals were in their environments for over 200 days. The longer an attacker spends within your environment, the more likely it is for him to exfiltrate data. Data breaches can cost organisations up to 20 million euros or 4% of global annual revenue. It's important for organisations to put extra emphasis on monitoring and detection capabilities in order to reduce the dwell time of attackers within their environment. In most cases, an organisation will have a security advocate, someone within the organisation responsible for driving security awareness. I find my role is to empower these individuals within their organisations to talk about security and to evangelise about security up to the board and throughout their organisation. Having a security advocate within an organisation is a great start. Many organisations have a SOC, S-O-C, a Security Operations Centre. This centre is responsible for round-the-clock monitoring, detection and remediation. It's usually headed up by a CISO, a Chief Information Security Officer. His role is to lead the Security Operations Centre team and strategy. An effective Security Operations Centre will focus on people, process and technology. All of these areas need constant refinement and training. Hackers don't work 9 till 5. It's important for organisations to understand that the role of monitoring and detection goes outside of business hours. But a security team may not necessarily be able to deliver a 24/7 by 365 operation within the organisation. When organisations start their cloud journey, it's important they understand that it's a completely different landscape than the legacy environments that they're used to. A traditional on-premise infrastructure is static. This is very different to what you'll find in the cloud. It's very regular for our customers to spin up instances when required in the cloud. So in order for this to remain secure, security has to be spun up with those instances. A good example of this would be auto-scaling. This is a technology that Rackspace developed to ensure that all of our customers' environments are protected, regardless of whether they're spinning up new instances or spinning down servers within the cloud. Another big challenge for organisations is compliance. Businesses regularly need assistance with all their compliance requirements, whether that be PCI, DSS, ISO 27001, or even the latest GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation. Security and compliance can be extra tricky. It's good for organisations to ask themselves the following questions. How long would it take us to detect a breach within our environment? If you discovered a cyber threat within your environment, do you have the capability and the means to remediate those threats? Would you be able to tell where that threat actor may have been within your environment, what data they accessed, and what data they may have exfiltrated from your environment? Human enrichment, say a security operations center, as well as technology, is a great example of technology, people and process working together to ensure threats are remediated swiftly and securely. We really hope you enjoyed this webinar. Stay tuned for a questions and answers session coming up right after.